back here for the second last game, the fourth game for the CPI Masters here today on the CPI Big Bash tournament. It is CPI Masters against the CPI Challengers. His first two matches. The match just before this one was CPI Hotshots against CPI Masters. Now again it is CPI Masters against CPI Hotshots, but it's CPI Hotshots opting to bat first. The scoreboard will come up momentarily. And then all these teams are these three teams are getting ready for the LMS World Championships. That is happening next month. It's in the middle of December that those are going to be played. I assume the scoreboard will be coming up soon, but until then, looks like everything looks well on my side. I must also just mention that since it's a little bit warmer today, and we've been live streaming since 8 o'clock this morning, we do experience sometimes where the phone is overheating slightly. Then on our side it looks like the visuals are getting a little bit darker. I'm not exactly sure how it looks on your side. Maybe you don't see it, maybe it's just the phone protecting itself on our side, letting me know that something is not perfectly, or the situation isn't perfect for it, or the conditions isn't perfect for perfect streaming. But we carry on regardless. You can see that stream health is good. The live stream is active, and I can hear the sound is coming through. Looks like it's coming through clearly. The only thing missing now is the scoreboard, but I'm pretty sure that will pick up soon. We had some trouble earlier this morning with the scoreboard, where it froze, but for the last two games we didn't have any of those kind of problems. Luckily, touch wood. I'm a commentator, Jurgen Smith, and from the fourth innings, or the fourth over, I'll be switching over to Afrikaans. That's halfway through the innings, and if you might have guessed that these matches in the CPI Big Bash are only 8 innings per over. 8 overs per innings, and that is the format of these matches that we are live streaming today. Obviously, proudly sponsored by CPI, and yeah, we are looking forward to a brilliant match. These two teams, they felt each other out in the match just before this one. The CPI Hotshots won it by 7 wickets, but they reached that in the last ball of the last over, where they ran the last 2 runs. Look forward to it in maybe during the week. I'm going to post that as a single clip of that entire last over, how they've won that match, but it's going to be drone footage. We'll see if we can maybe switch it over between drone footage and footage from the phone, but I can already see that the phone is getting darker, so hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to catch most of this match, and hopefully the scoreboard will come up soon. Just refresh it maybe, see if that helps. I can see that. There you go. It's not fitting like normal, but okay. analyze something here quickly. And there I'm gonna leave it like that. So just now, as footage gets darker, it is because of the phone overheating. I can feel it's a bit warm. He's been doing a brilliant job so far today, where the phone just kept on going. But then there's a bit of clouds in the sky as well. They came rolling in about an hour and a half ago. Skies were clear this morning, but there is no indication that it's going to rain today. So, in fact, I think we will cool off a little bit if it rains. We had a bit of rain yesterday, not enough to put the possibility of this match being played in any danger. That ball is huge. That's a six, a beautiful six there by Werner. Him and Franco, they continue as they did in the match before this one. Werner did a pretty good job in the match just before this one. So it makes sense that he's just continuing to bat with his eyes on the ball probably now. And they just want to keep it that way, capitalize on that situation. Another huge shot. This one straight to the fielder, but it's not going to be caught. Being picked up about 20 meters in from the boundary and returned to the bowler. Bowler looks like it is Seth Vliedermaus. He bowled a pretty tight game in the match before this one. And I opted now to start the bowling from the varsity end. That's obviously the direction if you draw a line back to the university, or maybe to the back to the right, but predominantly that side of the field is heading towards the rest of the varsity and its other sports fields. And this side of the field, that is, if you draw a line, is going to get to the Tempe military base, and that is why we call it that the Tempe end. I can apologize, I can see that the footage on my side is very dark. Hopefully it looks better on the footage that you see. So I'm not exactly sure if it's an app issue or I don't think it's an app issue. I think it is the phone that's overheating. Um, but I'm not that technical in knowing that whether it is sending the signal correctly and only making it darker for us on this side of the screen for me. And that's a huge shot. That is a six as well. It is Werner. Yeah, he's hitting his sixes now out of the park. He's probably chasing a 50 now. He probably got the go ahead from the team captain to just smash the ball. Make this a quick match or something. I have some spectators coming, passing in front of us. That's this time we played it with soft hands. Just a single coming from that. It's a huge appeal there by no, I forgot his name. Arthur Creer, but he didn't convince umpire Ayanda by Amy Jones. Must also mention that none of the other players sounded convinced either. Looks like the players are starting to feel the heat there. I can see the batsmen taking off their helmets. Just an indication of how hot it is over here. And that ball went through Arthur Creer and is running away for 4 runs. Looks like this time everything is going well for the hot shots. I think when they done their 8 overs, we're just going to check whether the footage was as dark as it looks on our side. I'm just going to switch off the phone for that few minutes which they used to take a break. 1 over left until we switch over to the Afrikaans commentary, which is after the 4th over. Halfway through the first innings of this match. Also announced that in the CPI Master team there are 3 players that are playing LMS cricket for their very first time today. So it's a process of them gelling them into the team. Them getting used to playing this format of cricket. Now the huge shot there to the boundary, but it's picked up. Maybe at 3 or 4 meters in. Return to the bowler. That's a ball is high up into there. It's kissing a satellite on the forehead. Wasn't good. And it didn't reach the boundary either, so it just went straight up and came back down again with a bit of space junk attached to it. This ball is racing to the boundary again, but it will be picked up about 10 meters in. And the hot shots are going for a quick run. Almost a possibility of a run out there, but batsmen were back into their crease just in time. But they didn't explain to the bowler exactly which side you must try to behind him. So that's probably why he hesitated a little. And yeah, it's all part of the team gelling together, getting to know each other, all preparing for the World Cup next month. Or the World Champs, sorry, not the World Cup, the World Champs. There will be a cup in any case. A cup, there will be probably be a plate as well as a shield. Just like what we have here with the Free State Champs. We had a Free State Champs Winter League a few months ago. It was a lot cooler than it is here today. On that occasion we wore parkas and stuff. Vierde balbeurt oor en ons gaan nou oor na die Afrikaanse kommentaar. Die vyfde balbeurt wat nou begin. Ons vra om verskoning vir die beeld wat dalk donker lyk aan julle kant. Ons weet nie hoe lyk dit aan julle kant nie. Ons gaan wel kyk hoe lyk die highlight video's as ons nou 'n breek gaan vat tussen die twee spanne wat dan ruil. Want daar is ook die moontlikheid dat alles reg is by julle en dit net by ons donker lyk. Die foon wat homself beskerm deur die skerm vir ons donkerder te maak. Gevolg van oorverhitting. Maak seker die klank kom reg deur en dan sal ons heel waarskynlik kyk ook asseblief in die week. Ons gaan 'n hoogtepunt video vry saamstel. Al die hoogtepunte van al die wedstryde en dan is daar ook 'n videopad van die laaste balbeurt van hierdie vorige wedstryd wat ook tussen CPI Masters en CPI Hotshots was. En ons gaan dan daai hele balbeurt kyk, 5 balle van drone footage, hoe dit afgeneem was, te sien hoe die Hotshots daarso gewen het met 7 paaltjies. Beeldmateriaal wat ons gewoonlik nie tot ons beskikking het nie. Hierdie Engelbrecht bal. Hy word gekap en dit gaan 4 lopies wees. Moet sê vir hierdie wedstryd is die Hotshots mooi opteiken. Hulle het voorheen gepraat dat hulle gaan dalk mik vir so 10 lopies per balbeurt. In hierdie formaat cricket is dit die normaal of die norm. En hulle is mooi opteiken met dit. Eintlik voor met 46 lopies. Hulle nou as hulle 42 lopies sou moes gehad het. Maar ja, hulle is voor. Werner Rembold wat so op pad is om sy 50-tal te benader as aangaan soos dit nou op die oomblik of tans aangaan. En ek moet sê hy verdien nie lekker daai bal beet gekry nie. Bal word so 25 meter van die grens af opgetel. Maar Werner verdien 50-tal vandag. Baie mooi gespeel in die wedstryd voor hierdie en Pike gespeel nou vandag. Staan op 40 lopies van 16 balle. Derde man area toe. Veldwerker tel hom net betyds op 49. Lekker wees om te kyk in die tweede beurt van hierdie wedstryd. Hoe gaan die CPI Masters reageer op hierdie hoortelling van die Hotshots? Dis gaan hulle vierde wedstryd vir die dag wees. So dit mag dalk 'n bietjie weet jy of die moegheid hulle gaan inhaal of die Engelse woord is fatigue, hoe dit hulle gaan uithaal. Uitputting, daar sê. Uitputting hulle gaan inhaal. Ek sien hulle nie baie vloeistof drink nie. Een van die twee spanne drink baie nie. Ek seker ek het nou al 'n som totaal van wat hulle almal gedrink nou al vandag. Gevriesde 5 liter bottel ystee saamgebring. En ek skat daar so liter en 'n half oor. Lyk so stadig gaan of die skerm weer bietjie ligter raak, so dalk is dit nie net die foon wat oorverhit nie, maar dalk iets te doen ook met die wolke wat nou so oortrek en so bietjie donkerder maak. Maar as in elk geval kyk hoe lyk die beeldmateriaal van die spanne ruil. 3 balbeurte oor 15 balle. Balle wat oor is in hierdie wedstryd. Ons gaan nou kyk hoe ek moet sê die veldwerk van die CPI Masters is baie opgeskerp. Sê vorige wedstryd tussen CPI Masters en Hotshots, hy kon beide kant toe gaan, want die Hotshots het gewen op die laaste bal van die laaste aflewering van die wedstryd. Het hulle gou 2 lopies gehardloop. As hulle 'n paakie daar verloor het of net 'n enkel loopie gehardloop het, dan hulle verloor, maar dit is die Hotshots wat nou 'n groot telling hierso optel. Nog 'n 4 lopies bygevoeg vir Werner. So hier die kaptein van die CPI Masters wat nou net verduidelik vir een van die ander veldwerkers. Dit lyk soos vir 6 wat hy verduidelik het dat die man aan die oorkant van die veld wat die veldwerk doen daar so die bal laat val is eintlik 'n baie goeie veldwerker. Dit is net dat hy in wedstryde dan vou hy onder 'n bietjie onder druk. Venters beurt wat verby is, sy balbeurt. En nou kyk wie gaan inkom om te kom bal. Daar is nog net 2 balbeurte oor. So dit is nog 'n redelike strategiese skuif. Werner Rembold wat op 46 loopie staan. Ek is seker hy staan nou 'n bitter goeie kans om sy 50-tal te maak en te verklaar. Want in LMS cricket werk dit nou maar so, jy verklaar met 50 lopies. Die aanspan was 'n bietjie 'n kans om te speel. Daai bal is hoog in die lug en op. En hy's gevang. Werner Rembold wat nie sy 50-tal gaan maak nie. Tog so naby, tog so ver en hy word gevang. Nou is dit Pretoria en Coetzee wat kolf. Werner het so pas, ek dink seker hy is bittervies dat hy nie sy 50-tal gemaal het nie. Well, you guys stopped him from getting his 50. Werner scored 46. Uh, that's everything you can use in Cape Town. Another huge shot, but that is not going because it's falling in no man's land. Jammer, in Afrikaans praat. Kop oorgeslaan na Engels, toe ek nou met die kaptein gepraat het. Die kaptein ook sê hy toets verskillende goeders uit, kyk wat werk. Natuurlik hulle gaan teen ander mense speel, maar kyk hoe die mense saam speel. It is 67. It's last over now. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Ja. Ons sien die beeld wat weer 'n bietjie donkerder raak. So ek dink dit dalk nie net dalk iets te doen met die en dit is 4 lopies. Dit gaan die hotshots oorvat na in die 71 lopies. So dit wat die laaste bal weer van hierdie wedstryd vir die CPI Masters gaan aanvat. Hotshots wat die reël opteken was of nou weer is. Nog 'n groot hou daarso wat dink jy dit gaan 4 wees, hy gaan gestop word so 5 meter voor die grens. Drie balle oor. Jammer, 2 balle oor. Hierdie gaan heel waarskynlik 'n 4 wees. In die gaping ingeslaan. Bal gaan daar in die parkeerarea opgetel word. Goed sien Pretoria is wat hier so vir die hotshots afrond. Laaste bal wat kom en dit gaan wees nou 'n kans vir hulle om 'n home run te slaan. 12 lopies. klasse en dan het die hot shots op 77 lopies aangeteken vir die verlies van 1 paaltjie. Dit amper jammer, nie 77, 81. Baie mooi vertoning deur die hot shots gewees, soliede vertoning. Die CPI Masters dan moet terugkom en 82 lopies aanteken. Ons sal sien hoe gaan dit gaan. Gaan oorslaan na Afrikaans, maar ons gaan net gou uitgaan, kyk of ons, hoe lyk die beeldmateriaal van hierdie uitsending. Want dit lyk baie donker aan ons kant. Kyk of dit dieselfde opgeneem het vir julle. Hoopelik nie. En dan gaan ons die foon weer 'n bietjie laat afkoel. So ja, kry dalk gou ietsie om te drink. Nie uitdroog op by die huis nie. Kry ietsie om aan te kou. As jy kan, biltong, as nog goed pudding geëet het nie, skep haar roomys of iets. Maar ja, dit is tyd nou vir pudding of peselgoedjies. Iets om te drink, want as mens gaan uitdroog, dan gaan jy net sleg voel, en dit is iets wat ons wil hê nie. Mense, ons is nou terug. Okay, we are glad to announce that we checked the footage of the live streaming just before the team switched, and we saw that the footage wasn't as dark on your side as it is on our side. So everything is looking good. I'm feeling better about it, feeling happy about it. Seems like the bowling for the second innings of this match is going to start from the varsity end, which means that the hot shots will change after 4 overs. Those of you that only tuned in now, this is a match that is sponsored by CPI. The tournament is CPI Big Bash, and it's only 8 overs per innings, and which means that it's the last innings now. For this match, it's the second last match of the day. Also, equally, it is the 4th match of the CPI Masters of this tournament today. And yeah, now it's the CPI Masters coming to bat, and they are chasing a score of 82, I think. No, yeah, 82. The scoreboard hasn't updated yet at the bottom, so you can see that that is the score that the hot shots finished with in the previous innings. There wasn't much of an appeal for that, but it is an LBW. First wicket for the CPI Masters that just fell. You can see that the umpire is on his phone over there, so he's just probably updating everything. So everything should look fine at the bottom of your screen soon. But the spirits are high on both teams, and like we said earlier, we've got 2 Khan brothers playing here. Mas Khan, that is the captain of the team. His younger brother is playing as well, playing extremely well. He's just trying to settle in yet. There are 3 new players for CPI Masters playing here today, and all 3 of them are very experienced players, but it's the first time they play LMS format. So they're still getting used to it. It's a different ball game because the rules are a bit different. Overs are only 5 balls in duration, where they are used to playing 6 balls. The normal cricket you see on TV, normal T20 cricket with 11 players on the side. Over here, there's only 8. So a lot of gaps, and you have to play more strategic, but all the different rules are specific to make the game more exciting, and everything around this tournament, sponsored by CPI, is catered to being more exciting. And those of you who haven't heard yet today, and I'm going to announce it every now and then periodically, that the three teams that are playing in the CPI Big Bash tournament, all three of them are going to the World Championships next month. That is in the middle of December, around that long holiday which the president gave us for the Springboks that won the World Cup. Um, yeah, so yeah, it's in that time bracket there that we'll be seeing the last man stands world champs. Three Bloemfontein teams representing Bloemfontein over there, and I'm pretty sure that any of these three teams can do pretty well over there. A huge shot there by Kutsia. 6 runs, and that is how he should start this match. I think it's the first over. Scoreboard hasn't updated yet, but I'm pretty sure that that is 6 runs in the first over. If they are looking to win the hard shots, they should get at least 10 runs per over, which means I are with that 6. I'm not exactly sure how many other runs they scored, but that will be upwards from 6 runs, and we'll put them right on track for that. Well, there's 7 more attempts, or 7 overs to fix that. 7 overs, that's measly total of 35 balls. And that won't be any easier by any stretch of the imagination. That's going to be difficult. And one thing you can be sure of is that the hard shot is not going to try and make that easier for the hard shots, for the masters in this match. But the captain confirmed in any case they are not that set in winning these matches, because they know they can probably, if they really want to. He's just testing out some combinations, seeing what works with the new people in the team, letting them gel into the team. And if you've been watching all the matches up to now, you're probably starting to get tired of me repeating that. And I will be repeating it for the rest of this match as well as the last game. And my intention is not to irritate you with those facts. The fact that I'm trying to get across is to those people who only tuned into this now, or one of these matches, so that they can get clear of what is happening in LMS Cricket Bloemfontein. See what is working for these people over here, why so many cricketers are attracted to this form of cricket, especially in Bloemfontein. The sport is growing and growing, strength to strength to the other leagues. And all it can do is strengthen the cricket in Bloemfontein and maybe help it get the Free State cricket back into the first league. But there's no point in worrying about things you don't have control of. So these guys are just doing their thing the way they like it. And I can only imagine the hold up now is due to the scoreboard at the bottom. So it is probably the scoring there at the umpire. He also mentioned earlier that his phone was overheating. So just by reading through the lines here from under my gazebo on this side of the field, not bothering anybody. There you go. No, not updated yet. Read through the lines, we can figure out what is happening on the field without anybody telling us. Lekker here in the summer sun. You can hear that one of the batsmen is asking for another phone, and I can only assume that that is for the umpire. If it is a battery problem, I actually bought another power bank. The one I'm using for this phone can last the entirety of this tournament easily. When I bought it, I actually went overboard with the amount of power that I need for the phone. Only buying once, that is something I believe. Buy once and buy correct. Now it's probably logging in or something, but yeah, there's a phone issue there. And if they get that sorted out, the scoreboard at the bottom of our screen will be sorted out as well. Maybe it's a good time to get some drone footage while they are struggling over there. Get you back some scenes of what you are missing. No, it's only the score before they switch sides. Still shows hot shots 81 for 1. Yeah. Okay, and we're back. Seems like it was sorted out. I think the scoreboard will correct itself momentarily. Umpire Yada just mentioned that it should be fixed now. But we are back online. The game can continue. Was basically just some kind of a system failure where the seems like the scoreboard just froze or something. But as you can see there at the bottom, there are things changing there. First over is done and does it. The clouds are moving over and it's a bit of a coolish breeze coming in, so which is very nice. Very welcome. And something that I enjoy now is that the music that is coming from the CPI camp is the kind of music that I like. I enjoy the 80s. Um, Something I grew up with and something I danced with when I was in school. We used to call it a socky um, until up to some point until the sockies weren't allowed to be hosted by the school anymore. Or the school actually, the principal decided, or yeah, just made easy bold. Looks like Khan was bowled. First ball. Jaco Venter coming in now. So it is a hot just wreaking all kinds of havoc now on the field. The CPI Masters. Hopefully things will stabilize soon. everything is working well at the moment. Something we are very glad with. Like we said earlier, there's some clouds coming over, some cloud coverage that's blocking the sun every now and then. I think that is something that played a role in the darkish kind of footage that we are sending. But when I looked at the footage during the break, I saw that it didn't look as dark for you guys as it is for us, or for me actually. I don't have a split personality yet, but really. And another perfectly ball by Justin. But something that is very welcome is this breeze coming through, which is slightly cooler. And there was a bit of an unexpected spin coming from Justin. Took out the wicket, and yeah, now the CPI Masters has lost 3 wickets in 1.3 overs. Can you believe that? The rhythm of the Masters is broken, and everything is going wrong for them now. Let's see if Eddie Engelbrecht will be able to come and stabilize everything for the Masters. But the Masters are having all sorts of bad luck. They just don't seem to be able to settle over there. But something that we all should remember always in any sport, any winning team only looks as good as their opponents allow them to be. Meaning, one team can look good, but it is maybe just the performance of the opponents that aren't up to the same standard. Maybe just having an off day, whatever the case may be. But the CPI Masters haven't won a game yet today. But that wasn't the goal. Like the team captain announced earlier, who shared with us, he shared that they basically um, they are looking to get things right and prepare themselves for world champs. Oh, that one is up in the air. Is it going to be caught? No, that is six over the head of the fielder. Justin is the man that, if I'm correct, last week was standing on a hat trick. He bowled 2 balls, took 2 wickets in concession, and then the third one, I didn't take that wicket. Sorry. And now he did some major damage again. Okay, Arthur is coming to speak to Ayanda about something there. Having played more than 400 matches, he knows all the LMS rules like on the back of his hand. Just don't know what the discussion was there now. Oh, I love this breeze coming through. Going to make live streaming the last match so much easier. Because for me personally, the warm weather tires me out. Another huge shot there, but it's not going to reach the boundary even. JP bowling. Bowling a pretty tight line there. Not allowing the Masters to get that ball away to the boundary. And I think just like the CPI Masters working on some stuff, so does the hot shots as well. Looking for ways to better their game. Even when things go well for them at the moment, they are also looking for to correct some little challenges in their play, maybe. Masters resorting to running quick wickets. And that was the over, and now it's a fourth over and the final over for English commentating in this match. Then we'll be switching over to Afrikaans commentating to take us through for the remainder, and also being done by me, Jurgen Smith, sponsored by CPI. And now you're watching the CPI Big Bash tournament, where the three teams that are playing in this tournament are all going to the World Champs next month in December. And this is basically them getting ready, those little things and snags and stuff, sorting them out before they go play with the international teams. Now the hot shots went through in the South African champs, did pretty well over there, but we don't care about the South African champs now. And that is 6 runs, beautifully played. And it seems as if the scoreboard has once again, it moves again, got stuck there for a while. And I can feel the frustration of the umpire there sitting with the when the app freeze like that. I have the same problems when the live streaming just doesn't work that well. Things that aren't in your control, and yeah, it's never nice working with things that is out of your control. And yeah, I think as South Africa, and it's not probably not just Africans, maybe it might be because the way we are brought up we don't like to fail at stuff, and when we seem to be failing at something we do regularly, that is a possible catcher. It's another 6 ball, probably hop there in the street. I can still see it bouncing there in the street. Now it's a Masters getting their act together. Still some fight left in them. Fatigue hasn't caught up to them yet. And if you kind of think about it, it's probably also uh, from our angle, we could have seen how that ball was spinning. Seemed like the batsman didn't get a hold of it pretty well, and then as the ball bounced, it just jumped into another direction. So kom ons hoor na die Afrikaanse kommentaar. Die Masters, hulle het nog 'n entjie om te gaan. 53 lopies aanteken van 4 balbeurte. 4 balbeurte is 20 balle. Ja, dit is nogal 'n stewige kanalie wat vir hulle voorlê as hulle hierdie wedstryd wil wen. Maar soos ons die hele tyd bespreek ook, wedstryd gaan nie net oor wen nie, dit is vir hulle is voorbereiding vir Wêreldbeker. As hy, soos wat hulle nou daar skree op die veld, beteken ons is ook nog op trant van die nuutste puntetelling. Nogal interessant hoe 'n cricketbal by mekaar gesit is. Ek is seker of die LMS cricketbal presies dieselfde binne lyk. Ek het eintlik een by die huis, maar ek wil hom nie baie graag oopsny om te kyk of hy dieselfde binnekant is as wat die gewone cricketbal is. Kan seker maar net die van die liga bestuurders vra. Ek het gehoor hoe praat die mense vroeër van dat die bal harder as 'n gewone cricketbal. Ja, dit gaan definitief 'n wye bal wees. Ja, al my jare wat ek in die skool was, het ek altyd mense is ons altyd geïnteresseerd hoe lyk dit ding binnekant. Soos 'n golfbal kyk mense mens op binnekant, daar's 'n klomp rekkies binne-in. Ek gaan nou nie rekkie vir enigiets anders kan gebruik nie, maar dit is wat die bal laat slaan soos wat hy of reageer soos wat hy reageer as mens hom slaan. Nou, 'n cricketbal het ek altyd gedink hy is kurk binnekant. Die hele ding is kurk, maar tot ons 'n bietjie navorsing gedoen het, toe ons reggemaak het om so 'n jaar terug. Ek het gevra om kommentaar te lewer gedurende die cricket en met dit, omdat ek nie cricket gespeel het as 'n sport op skool, ek het wel cricket gespeel, maar net vir die lekkerte. Het ons altyd gedink cricketbal is net soliede kurk binnekant. En toe ek nou die navorsing begin doen om te kyk hoe werk elke liewe ding, hoe is die diekies en daaikies en hoe al die goedjies in mekaar pas. Ek vind uit dat cricketbal, hy het wel 'n kurk binne-in, maar is 'n baie kleiner kurkballetjie as wat mense so gedink het, want die kurkballetjie het dan nou 'n klomp tou om hom gedraai, katoen tou, om het gedraai is, voor dit nou in so leer sak, of dus 2 leersakkies wat op mekaar vasgestik word. Daar is 'n moontlike uitgooi, hou daar so, en dis die hotshots nou al die pad. Nog 'n paaltjie wat val, dis die eerste wedstryd vandag wat ons sien, wat soveel paaltjies wat val, wat lekker is om te sien vir 'n slag, want die hele wedstryd sover, mense het goed gekolf. Ek dink nie, ek gaan heeltemal saamstem dat dit baie goeie veldwerk was nie, behalwe mens kan wel noem dat die CPI Challengers, hulle het vinnig veldwerk gedoen. So balle wat gerol het, het hulle baie goed gestop, maar hulle het ook maar 'n paar balle misgevang. Selfs met die hotshots, hulle en die, of by nou al die spanne het redelik vinnig verdedig, maar nie so goed soos die Challengers nie. Maar dan as ons nou kyk na aantal paaltjies wat gevat word, nou is die eerste keer wat ons sien, waar daar paaltjies begin val. En dit is ook mos nou maar oor cricket gaan, nie net lopies verhoed of keer, of limiet na so min as moontlik nie, of lopies aanteken soveel as moontlik nie, maar ook om paaltjies te neem. 'n Ander aspek van die sport waar jy kan die beste kolwers hê, wat die grootste sesse kan slaan, maar as hulle nie aan hulle paaltjies kan vashou nie, dan kan hulle nie veel doen daarmee nie. Soos allerhande situasies wat dalk heel waarskynlik beplan is vandag, wat die CPI Masters dalk besluit het, dit is hoe hulle die ding wil speel, en dit wil voorkom as er pas nog 'n paaltjie geval het. Lyk by, kan dalk wees dat JP aan dalk oorgetrap het daarso. Nee, die puntebord daaronder is nie reg hier, want dit is definitief nie Asekreer wat op die golfplat is nie. Ek het Asekreer net gesien staan met sy groen knieskutte. Ek sien nou langs die veld nie. Frans wat nou bal, ja, puntebord is reg, behalwe dat die kolwers nie reg is nie. Maar dit kan ook dalk wees dat daar 'n ander kolwer gou tydelik ingestaan het vir Arthur. Want Arthur het ek gesien het vroeër kom praat met Ayanda oor iets. So dit was dalk 'n laaste minuut uitreiling gewees, net om vir een of ander rede dat hy dalk nie kan speel nie. So die kans is seker redelik goed dat hy ook nie in die wedstryd hierna kan speel nie. En daar is nog 'n 4 lopies. CPI Masters wat nou baie beter kolf, maak nou op vir al die grenshouers wat hulle vroeër nie geslaan het nie. Ja, hulle het 4 paaltjies verloor, maar daar is nog 4 staande. geen rede hoekom jy met al jou paaltjies wil eindig nie. Die 12 balle wat oor is in hierdie wedstryd. En is die Masters wat nou hierdie grens met mening aanval. Lekker om sulke cricket te sien. Dis waarvoor LMS cricket ontwikkel is, maar grens hou met mening aan te val en dan wedstryd nie soveel meer opwindend te maak. Ons gaan nou na die regterkant toe kyk. 6. Pragtige 6 daar so geslaan. Dis nie Arthur Creer nie, maar dit is 'n groot ou gewees. Nog een, weer oog. Groot 6 weer daar gewees. Hoe sê, is nie jou favorite posisie nie. Aansyklik is hulle vir David inbring om te bal. Eerste keer wat ons vandag sien hoe die Masters teikentelling met verwoed of met mening aanval. 10 balle oor. Derde lopies van 10 balle. As hulle net anders soos hulle nou gespeel het, onthou ook dat daar is ook nog van die laaste bal weer kan daar nog 'n homer aangeslaan word en indien hulle aanhou om 6 so maklik te slaan soos hulle nou geslaan het, is die kans redelik goed dat die CPI Masters dit mag dalk net deurtrek nou. Maar kan seker wees, dit gaan nie maklik wees nie. Nog 'n groot ou, hierdie gaan nog 'n 6 wees. Die bal het so gehang in die lug. Net gewonder of hy al die palle het gaan maak. Andrew wat net vir sy spanmaats verduidelik. Hy kan net so hoog spring. Seker nou 'n goeie 3-6 wat die oor Andrew se kop gekom het, maar daar is 'n manier hoe hy hulle sou kon gevang het nie. Hou net gou so 'n bietjie vas om weer die bal in die hande te gaan kry. Dit is Devin wat gebal het, die bal het verby die paaltjie wagter gegaan en 4 lopies vir vir CPI Masters. Net gou die bal in die pad gaan optel. Punte gewys. Ek weet, dit is nie die groot hoofdoel van hierdie wedstryd nie, maar punte gewys. Hierdie wedstryd besig om baie interessant te raak. Gaan nalskrap wees vir die CPI Masters soos hulle aanhou soos wat hulle nou speel. Net 'n aanleiding van wat wel in hulle steek. En daar is nog 4 lopies wat aangeteken word. Dit is Maas wat nou net 1 skoot ken en dit is die grenshouer. Hy het seker net gevoel hy wil nou vandag 'n wedstryd wen hierso. En dit gaan nou hierdie ene wees. Nog 'n groot hou deur Maas. En hy sê hy's bo oor die witbord. Puntetelling 72 vir die verlies van 4 paaltjies. Daar is nog 5 balle oor wat gebal moet word in hierdie wedstryd en hulle moet 10 lopies aanteken in daai 5 balle. Ja, Maas ken nou net van 4 en 6. So, as jy 'n berekening bring hoe maklik hy daar homerand kan slaan. Manne laai nou op hierso by hierdie kant waar Maas heeltyd die 6 slaan. Gaan vir julle wys. Ja, ek gaan. Ja, is nog steeds 10 lopies wat aangeteken moet word. Hulle het dit nie klaar nie. Hulle moet dit nog kry. Ek 72 vir 4. O, Maas, hy staan op 44. 19. Ek dink Lucas Belcher het vanoggend by die eerste wedstryd het hy ook sy 50 gemaak met 19 balle. Ek gedog jy gaan nog maar redelik vries wees daaroor. Ek gedog is soos 'n uitgemaakte sak, jy gaan nou jou 50 maak. En so gebeur alles mos nou maar. En soos ons voorheen gesê het, daai 10 lopies moet nog aangeteken word. Hulle gaan dit nie verniet kry nie. En ander gaan dit nou definitief so moeilik as moontlik maak. Pap dik aanmaak. Daai bal word reg uit af veldwerker toe gespeel. Masters hardloop 'n vinnige 2 lopies. Al wat hulle met daai bal gaan kan doen. Drie balle oor. probeer. 7 lopies wat kort. Andrew weet presies wat hy met Maas gaan wil doen. Maas wat op 44 staan. Maas wat hy bal hard slaan, maar dit gaan nie. Hulle gaan net 2 lopies dalk van hom kry. Bietjie van 'n oorgooi, maar hulle het 2 lopies gehardloop van daai. Dit is nie grenshou gewees nie. Ek kan verseker wees, ek kan jou dit baie waarborg. Maas het probeer vir 'n grenshou gaan, hy het net nie die bal lekker beet gekry nie. En ons sien die umpire wat ook die begin die musiek geniet wat aan die kant is. Aan die kant gespeel word, daar van die outshots kamp af. En hier is 'n bal wat hard na pragtig gekeer word hierso. Reg voor ons. Well done. Ek dink Werner het nou so pas gekeer dat ons nie 'n cricketbal teen die voorkop kry nie. Anders sou balwerp definitief moeiliker maak hierso vir die hotshots. Ag, jammer. Vir die Masters. En pragtig gedoen, daar so lyk asof die lyk amper asof dit 'n draw kan wees. Die skerm is 'n bietjie donker om die puntetelling te sien. Wat ek wel kan sien, die CPI Masters het 81 verlies van 4, hulle moes 82 aangeteken het om die wedstryd te wen, maar briljante aanval daar so deur die Masters, kolwerk vir hulle het regtig iets anders getoon nou vandag wat ons nog nie gesien het nie. Ek dink ons kan al half, as mense die pyl so kan volg, elke liewe wedstryd gespeel word, hoe elke span, ja, hulle speel herhaaldelik teen mekaar, maar hulle toets verskillende kombinasies, verskillende goed, en duidelik het hulle nou gegaan om hulle kolf uit te toets, of uit te werk goed, en duidelik het Maas regtig 'n groot verskil gemaak. Hy het sy 50-tal gemaak, met 22 balle, so wel gedaan, hy verdien dit. Dan gaan ons dit gou uitteken, dan gaan ons regmaak vir die volgende wedstryd wat gespeel word. Hy begin, hy is voorstel om 3 te begin het, maar ek dink die spelers gaan net gou vinnige breek vat. Ons gaan die foon so 'n bietjie afkoel, en dan is ons terug vir die laaste wedstryd vir vandag. Dit gaan wees CPI Masters teen CPI Hotshots. Dit gaan 'n briljante wedstryd wees, want dit gaan nou, ja, soos ek sê, die laaste wedstryd van die dag, en ek seker hulle gaan alles in dit ingooi. So, as jy nou iets het om te kou, of die pudding al klaar geëet het, of wat ook al, byt net 'n bietjie vas. Hier is 'n uitstekende wedstryd wat nou opkom volgende. So, ons gaan uitteken, en dan gaan julle net weer moet inteken in die app in, en dan kyk julle onder die laaste wedstryd van die CPI Big Bash. Ten volle geborg deur CPI, en dan kyk julle net watter daai laaste wedstryd. Dis die een wat volgende opkom, en dan gaan die livestream se YouTube link is nog nie gecreate, ek gaan hom nou create, maar ek stel regtig voor, gaan kyk hom op die app, want die klank is soveel beter daarso. Op YouTube is daar iewers 'n tegniese ding wat nie lekker werk nie, hy haak so 'n bietjie daarso, en ja, vermy dit heeltemal, en gaan kyk hom op die app. Die app het in elk geval ook nog ander funksies ook by, julle kan hierso die puntebord sien, saam met die beeldmateriaal, maar ook die ander statistieke van wat elke span moet kry om te kan wen, wat die run rate moet wees en so voort. Maar hou dan ook in gedagte dat heel waarskynlik ook wanneer die puntebord by ons hak hy op daai app ook.